Nefarian, Stewart's here, Wilson, AZ Clayton, Blue Shirt Buddha, Stefan, Navarian. Okay. Yeah, there's already some comments. Craig G is here. Whew. Calico's here, sipping and smoking. Bobby Legs is here. Peter's here. Wyoming Yeti, Kevin, Jared, Cowboy Saw Me, Wilson, Adam, Mike. Everyone's signing in. William's here. Let's see, Justin. Whew. The Time Flipper's here. J-Rod. Bean Boy. What is everybody wearing tonight? I was able to take the Aquaterra off and I switched over to the Seamaster. I think I was probably maybe a little jealous that Clayton from the Watchdog podcast had picked up one of these watches and he kept on posting up pictures of it, so had to switch over to it. Let's see, Mike's wearing the Patty Monster. Peter's got the Zen 104. Adam's got a Aquasan. William's wearing the Christopher Ward. Another Christopher Ward by J-Rod. Seiko from Eddie. Easy Clayton's rocking a Grand Seiko Spring Drive. Bobby Legs is wearing the Panerai. Bunch of cool watches. Craig's still in the honeymoon phase with his Panerai Luminor. Let's see. Blue Shirt Buddha's wearing a King Turtle. Wow. Speaking of King Turtle, check out this postcard I got from my buddy, I think it's Scott. Yeah, from Scott. He was on vacation and he saw this postcard and thought of me on, my love for the turtles. I have no problem with these turtles, guys. I don't mess with these turtles. Just Seiko turtles. These turtles I'm fine with. I like those turtles. Alrighty, let's see. Wow. It's Mondays. Oh, I'm on vacation this week, so I'm going to be really messed up this week. Let's see, Justin wants to know what is over here. Oh, I can show you the Aquaterra too. I haven't been wearing it. I didn't wear it today at all. I wore the Seamaster. You want to see the one that... Where's the one on the right with the wild? Oh, this one. This is a deep blue. This was sent in for me to do a video on. And it's a larger watch, which I don't know if all the deep blue watches are really large like this, but it's got a crazy, like, somebody already told me what that was, but kind of like, it's not mother of pearl, but I forget what it is. It's some sort of special material. Pretty wild dial, so... very cool case shape and thing, for the overall case design and watch design. It looks like it's well built. I would like to see a smaller version of it, though. Abalone? Is that how you say it? I don't know. Fried bologna? All right, so here's the Omega Seamaster Aquaterra. Everyone calls it the white dial. It's silver. If you get it in the right light, it's definitely silver dial, but... Yep. Pretty awesome pickup. I'm happy to have both of these watches. Kind of hard to... Here's one downfall of having the watches that I have, and I really can't add any more because I'm already having a tough time picking out which watch to wear next. So yeah, I picked up another Omega. Ivan wants to know why the picture is only at 720p. When you stream live via the YouTubes, it streams it in 720. After the live is over, it'll reformat it and it'll do a better quality. So yeah, good problem to have. Oh, check out what I did, an unboxing video, and for those people that watch the unboxing videos, this will show up probably tomorrow's unboxing or something. Pick this up from Saltzman's. This is the rubber strap with the Very nice clasp. Like, why didn't Breitling use this clasp, right? It has the quick adjust, super easy to use, no tool, and it ratchets in. So I'll have to get this sized up, install it on my Super Ocean, and see how it looks and feels. Yeah, that strap is really nice. So this strap will go on this watch, like so. But crazy expensive, guys. These are like $400, and they do not come with spring bars. I have to use the spring bars that are on the watch. You would think for $400 they would at least give you a couple of Breitling spring bars too, right? And then I have to cut it to size, so I'll have to be careful about that. I don't think I'll have to do much to get it sized properly, but yeah, that'll go on there soon, and it'll look and feel great. Yeah. I guess it's just a Breitling thing. I don't. It seems excessive for sure. Measure twice. Yeah, I would hate to have to buy it again. That is for sure. But there's quite a bit of adjustment in here, so I think I'll be able to get it dialed in pretty good. I really like it on the bracelet though too. So yeah, Mark says Doxa charges about the same. So yeah, there are some expensive bracelets out there and straps and everything like that. So, but I really like this watch on the bracelet. So, but I am enjoying certain watches on straps though too. So I like to have the option, and really again, this is just my opinion, but for how much we're paying for some of these luxury watches, would it really kill them to just go ahead and throw the bracelet and the strap in on the package? I think they would probably be okay. Same thing with the Omega. Actually, the rubber strap for the Omega, I don't have it here, but I think it's like $180 and like $50 for the buckle. But I think should be able to buy another one of these Omega clasp. I would consider wearing this guy on the rubber strap if it had this clasp. I don't like the buckle and tang design. I like this style. So I know it's thicker and all that good stuff, but it works. It works really good. So it makes it super fast for putting on and taking off on the wrist. So Peter says his El Primero bracelet was $800. Yeah. I guess that's kind of the norm, right? The Damasco bracelet, Stuart says, is like $700. And then it's just is what it is. I mean, that's why you pretty much always want to buy the watch on the bracelet and then maybe buy the strap. So you're spending an extra $400 maybe versus an extra $700 or $800. I don't know. I don't know which way it works best. Unless it's Christopher Ward and you can get the price below $800, then buy the bracelet separate and just order the watch on the strap. Yeah, Dane says the Rolex, just the links are super expensive. Yeah, I've heard that before too. Let's see here. Gravy commissions. A lot of times though, Calico, when I was at the boutique, they were offering not really add-on sales so much as it was to like seal the deal sort of thing. So they were offering like a free strap basically when I was negotiating to buy this watch, which I ended up not doing from them. I ended up getting it from Exquisite Timepieces from Nick. So, and he hooked me up. I got a good deal on it. So, yeah, you're right, Kevin. The some of the Omega stuff is actually legit good deals. The Aquaterra, the Seamaster. When you compare it to who they really compete with, yeah, they're pretty good value proposition for sure. Hey, David, thanks for chiming in. See, we have the Zodiac here. I did peel the plastic off the top side of the bracelet. I really think Zodiac does a phenomenal job on their Jubilee bracelets. It goes from 20 down to 16, I think, or even less. Man, this seems like it's even less than that. Let's see. Yeah, just under 16. Yeah, it's super narrow, but check out this. Hopefully you guys can see that, but they have like little springs in there, so it has a little bit of give, adds to the comfort. So Zodiac is being carried by Exquisite Timepieces, so I'll be showing some of those. The big Boulder watches. I have the blue one and the green one in. These are absolute animal of a watch. These are big beastly things. Great bezel action. I mean, if you like large chunky watches, this Boulder is going to be right up your alley for sure. It is a monster. Also have in, if you guys don't watch my unboxings, the Manta Ocean King No Date. Love these cases and the bezel action. It's a solid 60 click. Ceramic ball bearings in there. Very snappy. Excellent bracelet. Man, just all individual links, folds up on itself. Some people might gripe about the clasp a little bit just because of how long and flat it is, but that doesn't really work on smaller wrists, but for like 7 1/4 like my wrist, it wears fine. So Ocean King is a very good watch. I still get people asking me all the time. Let's see. William is asking, did I see Jerry's fix for the Zen 104H clasp? No, I'll have to check it out. He was posting something up in our group, and I didn't really see it yet. Let's see. Mario is asking, what is my favorite Borealis? I have 2 favorite Borealis, and oddly enough, I don't have either one, but I will eventually from Carlos again. But the Estoril and the Adraga, those are my 2 favorite. Which they're well, there's actually another one coming out. What's it called? A Sonata? It's not a Sinatra. Sintra? I can't say it. I don't know what it is, but it's basically like an Aquaterra looking type watch. So that'll be like the 3rd one. Basically, his homage watches. You know, he's got some really cool, clean classic designs, but his homage watches are really good and super affordable. So I know a lot of people knock on homage, but they just work really good. BDev is asking, what is the watch on the mesh bracelet? This is a, what do we call this? A Bernhardt? It's Bernhardt watch company. I still haven't done the video on this one, but it's very cool. The crystal is pressed directly into the case. I'm always a big fan of that. Has a display case back. Looks like a Myoto movement. Limited edition number, hard to read. I can't read. 61 or something like that of 1,000. And I don't see the name of this actual model. Can't read it. It's being blocked by those hands. What does that say? Binnacle World Automatic? I can't read it. It's just called a World Timer, Todd says. So looks like you can unscrew that, and then that moves that inner chapter ring. Put that in New York. So you can track another time zone with that inner chapter. So pretty cool watch. Nice Melanie's bracelet with adjustable links. Yeah, it was a limited edition, and they must have sold out, but keep an eye out for that one in my Discord group. course, I haven't done, well, I've done the video, but I haven't posted it yet. An NTH Santa Cruz. Pretty fun white blue watch. Fernando is asking, hey Rob, what is your opinion on the Maine Diver Hudson 38? Have I done a video on that one? I feel like I've done that one. Giveaway approaching. Dane is asking Discord questions on my live chat. He's asking, when is the drawing for the 43mm Horizon Tour? Probably tomorrow. I just kind of ran out of time today doing channel work, so let's see. Justin wants to know, how large is the deep blue? It is a big boy. Just over 45. 52.4 lug to lug. I mean, I could pull this off. I don't, well, I think a lot of people could probably pull this off. 15 thick. I don't know what the lug width is here. 22 lug. Nice oversized crown. 8mm crown. I mean, I'll cover all that in the video when I do it. But what does he say? White Glove Watcher says, Deep Blue listed as a 44, but it's actually a 45.5. Seriously, don't buy. I don't know. If you like the large watches, I mean, here it is on my 7¼ inch wrist. It actually wears nice on wrist, especially with this fitted silicone style strap. If you're good with a little bit larger watch, then this is very comfortable. It's more comfortable on my wrist than that Boulder is. I'll tell you that. And it has killer bezel action. It has a unique case shape. Let's see where we at here. Danny is asking, do I have a postcard from Savannah or Charleston? I don't, that doesn't ring a bell. I don't think I have one. Do I have one from Savannah? I don't think so. I'm looking at my wall and I don't see it. Yeah, I could use a postcard from both those. William says he can wear up to 46 mil. A lot of watch for the money. Do you think Seiko will launch a new monster this year? They kind of already have, Mario. I'll see if I can find it and I'll post a picture of it on my Instagram. They are doing a, see, I don't have a 4th gen here, but they are doing, well, I mean, I have that one there, but they are going to do, man, I forget what color the dial is. It might be blue or something, I can't remember, but they do have the stainless steel bezel 4th gen monster that is coming out. So, oh, the escapement and watch, here it is. It's a new Save the Ocean monster coming, and I think that is the one that's going to have the stainless steel bezel. I'm pretty sure. It looks pretty good. I'll probably pick it up. William says he'll have to send me a postcard from the Keys. Yeah, you should probably pick up a postcard from the Keys, and maybe I can come down and get it, because I know sometimes shipping postcards from the Keys, they get lost. It's better if I just pick it up in person. Ooh, David, good question. Rob, any preference developing between the Aquaterra and the Breitling? I think this is a really nice 1-2 combo here. I think both of these easily coexist. I don't know, man. I guess I'm just, I think I know people are going to want my opinion, right? Of like pick one or pick two or something like that. I can't, guys. These all work together. Like I don't see, you know, I'm buying with much more intention these days instead of just, so you can kind of see how silver that looks now. Pick three. You know, obviously the monster is always a mainstay, but like these three are like a tough lineup. And then I still have my Bling Master and my Titanium Square. You know, I still have my Damasco, which I don't know how much wrist time this will get now with this guy, but it's a different watch altogether for sure. And it definitely fits better for work. I will say that. Like, it's going to be more rugged and tough for my job. But a lot of times I end up with a G-Shock on the wrist for that. And then, of course, I still have, as silly as this sounds, you know, for at least a year or more, I have the Breitling Select program. So I'm always going to have like another Breitling in. Like, I haven't worn this one in a while, but, you know, I got the Navitimer right now. I don't know what I'll try next. Probably another chronograph or something. We'll see. But that one's always fun to have that floater that I don't have to worry about. I just pick one and get it in and check it out. Alrighty. Oh, and then I have the green Willard over here. I'm still trying to decide if I want to buy this or not. Initially, I was like, yes, I want to buy this. I really want to own this. I want to wear it. But then I have these three that are competing for the majority of my wrist time, right? So how does this really fit in? You know, just to buy it, just to own it? That doesn't really make any sense. I'll probably do the video on it and then broom it or send it back or whatever. Alrighty, let's see. Dane said he'd pick the Super Ocean over anything on the table. Interesting. Get the green Aquas instead. I think I might be done for a little bit, guys. I need to wear and enjoy these three and then have my Breitling floater. And then I have, you know, my Damasco. I have the G-Shock Squares, the Monster. I even have, you know, a couple of SKX. I have my the 009. I have my 011 Titanium. So Kevin asks, with movie questions, has Rob ever seen Godfather? I've watched all the Godfathers or the Goonies. And yeah, I've watched Goonies way too many times. Grew up on that stuff. Calico, Willard or Damasco? Willard or Damasco? Well, I own the Damasco and I'm indifferent on buying the Willard, so I mean, that kind of answers that question, right? I mean, I actually did buy the Damasco and I have not bought the Willard. I love this green Willard. I absolutely love it. But will I wear it? I don't know that I'll wear it. Alexander says I need to try on the white dial Panerai Luminor 44. I agree. I agree for sure. Dane says he's picking up a Zelos next, right? What do you think about the Edox as a brand? I don't know much about them, to be honest with you. What's the case diameter on the Damasco? I believe it's 40. It's not very big. I've done one video on this. Yeah, it's 40 by like 48-ish. So nice size. I did one video. This is the DA37, but I did that on the one without the orange seconds hand. I spec'd this one out with the orange seconds hand. Let's see. Rob, Dave says I have the wrist for the Panerai. Yeah, my wrist would easily support a Panerai. J13 is asking, do I watch any sports? No, I do not. Let's see, sports ball. Yep. I even named on my Discord chat. I have a separate chat on there. It's for sports ball. Let's see. What's your favorite white dial diver, the Christopher Ward or the Notice? Mike, picking between the Christopher Ward white dial or the Notice, they're two different price. I would say if your budget can support the C60 white dial, I would go for that one. But if you're not ready to pony up that, then easily I would go with the Notice for a more affordable option. So the white dial Panerai, I've looked at them at great length. None of them really appeal to me. for some reason, I don't think Panerai should be a white dial. I think Panerai needs to be a black sandwich dial, is really their sweet spot. So I don't know all their models, and I don't know that anybody does know all their models. There's so many of them, but Michael says don't buy Panerai new. I probably won't buy Panerai at all, so no worry there. I have a question for you guys. Right before I started the live, I had this weird thought. You know, a lot of us own all these watches, right? But none of them really have, they're all really good, right? They're all really cool watches, whatever, like your collection, you know, your buddy's collection, this collection. Everybody has these really cool watches. But what watches really have like true romance or like soul to them? Where like, not, I'm talking like even beyond like a Microbrand where you have that connection where I can send a message to Carlos or Wes or Cullen or I don't know, name any brand owner, right? You know, I mean, I can talk to Justin over at Montel like right now. I could text him up and he would text me back. So I'm talking there has to be something more than that. Well, Elshin, yeah, but I don't know. I don't know what to call it other than soul. There has to be something more. I'm trying to think of a watch brand or even a certain watch that meets that criteria. I mean, Weiss, the Weiss watches come to thought, but I don't know that I want a manual line watch. I've already kind of toyed with that, and it didn't really connect to it. Steven says none. There's no hope. Oh no. Oh man. Alexander says there's soul in the vintage. There's definitely stories behind the watches in the vintage ones. Watch Chris says Blancpain. I don't know, man. Cartier, maybe 50 Fathoms. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll just have to create my own environment with that. Dane says he's connecting with his Breitling Navitimer Twin 60 like no other watch. So maybe that's it. Yeah, it just depends on the watch. I guess it's like me with my Seiko Monster. Yeah, I don't have any deeper connection beyond the watch. I just have the connection with the watch and creating the history. So. Mark, I can't even say that. I don't know what that means. Yeah, Justin, the thing about new watches is to create your own history and memories with it from scratch. Maybe it's because I'm young though. Yeah, but I feel like I've already been doing that. You know, I definitely have a lot of memories already with the Seamaster, and the Orange Monster is like ridiculous, off the chart. I can tell you like so many crazy adventures I've been wearing this guy right here, and it's definitely the special watch for. But yeah, I think you're right. I just need to own them and keep them for a while, and then that'll progress as I own them and keep them. So I'm definitely shrinking my collection, guys. The next state of the collection I do, which will be soon, then it'll be pretty epic. Justin wants me to tell the Orange Monster story. Maybe soon. I should probably document some of those. Let's see. Steve says, I'm trying to decide between a Zin 104 and the Damasco, similar to the one you have for my brother. Where's a good place to find new Zin? So, Steve, if you're in the USA, I don't know where you live exactly, but if you're in the USA, you go to watchbuys.com, and that is the authorized dealer for Zin. And they have, their prices went up. They have some cool models for sure. I've owned a Zin, and now I've owned Damasco. I kind of lean more towards Damasco, so it's going to be definitely a personal preference with you. But Calico with the $4.99 super chat. Awesome. He says there's a Godzilla watch, Grand Seiko, but is a Kong. So I see Jerry's making this is how out of the loop I am with movies, guys. My buddy Jerry does all the 3D prints. I don't have any in front of me right now, but he's been printing up like I don't know, what are the characters? The Godzilla characters and I don't know what they are. So apparently there's a movie coming out. I don't even know what's going on. So Steve, if you're in the USA, yeah, go to watchbuys.com. I was just looking over at Watchbuys earlier today because they just released a limited edition of only 100 Zen 104s. You do the pre-order on it right now, and it's an anthracite dial. I wish I had a picture of it. It's an anthracite dial 104 and very good looking. And then at the tip of the seconds hand is orange. The rest of the seconds hand matches the other hand, the hour and minute, but the tip of the seconds hand is orange. And they're only doing 100 of them, but they're like $1,800. Yeah, the Zen 104 kind of went up. Yes, Bobby likes, thank you. The fan club with orange second tip. It looks great. Justin is asking if I still have the Dorenzo Mundial around. No, I sent those on. I will get a production model when that run is completed. I will get a production model, so I'll have it here. I'll end up setting it on tour though in my Discord group, and then I probably won't keep it. As cool as it is, and as much as I really like that watch, again, I need to focus on wearing, my Damasco, the Seamaster, the Orange Monster, the Aquaterra, the Breitling. So those are the watches that I really want to wear. MJ says, "How's the Steel Diver holding up?" The Steel Diver is it's on vacation. I sent it away. I have another one coming in, so a green one actually. So I'll be able to show it next to the green Willard to show you how different the Steel Dive green is to the Willard, the Seiko green. So it's going to be quite different. Let's see. James Duffy, solid statement. He says, "I'm definitely connecting more with my watches after downsizing my collection." So true, so true. I'm really enjoying that space right now, and I even found myself today searching for another freaking watch. What is wrong with us, right? And then, funny enough, I just watched Jeff McMahon's video too. He went bonkers today on video. I just bought this Aquaterra, and I just got the strap for the Breitling Super Ocean, right? So, Bean Boy says he just ordered a couple Steel Dive watches today. So, what was I looking at today? Tudor. I was looking at Tudor. I was looking at the Black Bay 58s, and then I was looking at the Tudor Pelagos. My buddy Craig is selling his black dial Pelagos, with the newer movement and everything, for an insane good deal. Like it's silly for me not to buy that watch, right? He's selling it that cheap. So that still might happen as a temporary watch. We'll see. And then right before the live stream, I was looking at Rolex again. Like I'm not buying a Rolex. Well, I can't buy a Rolex, right? I mean, you can if you really want to, but I need to stop looking. I need to just wear what I have. Yeah, Mark, there's two Black Bay 58s up on Flipper's Paradise right now. There's the blue one, and there's the gilt dial one, and they're both great deals. Mark is asking, have I checked out the new Carbon Doxa? I've looked at a bunch of pictures of it and watched a little bit of video on it, but I don't really care for Doxa anymore, to be honest with you. Let's see, how's the chapter ring alignment? Well, Jersey, there isn't really a chapter ring to align on these. What they did, they have, I guess technically this would be called a riot because it's more vertical, like up and down, and there's no marks on it. So they printed the chapter right on the dial, so you can't really screw that up although I suppose they could, which actually they kind of did. How do you screw up printing on the dial? Let me look at this a little bit closer. Hold on a second. It's slight. I put my reading glasses on, and the printing doesn't. It's a little bit right of where the 12 indice is, but the bezel does line up. I mean, it lines up pretty good. Yeah, Michael Paris. If it lines up, it's not real. No, this Willard right here, I think, is probably, like, I don't think you're going to get really any better. For their level of quality control and everything like that, I think this is a very good example. Like, if I were going to buy one, I would buy this actual one. I haven't wound it up and thrown it on the time grapher to check it or anything like that, but that's kind of a moot point. You could, if all the other things line up really good, I think I would take that and work on the movement if I needed to. Much like when I've bought cars, if the body's good on the car and the engine needs work, I can deal with that. I hate doing body work. I hate fixing that stuff, lining everything up. What kind of question is that for a watch channel, Pale Horse? What's a good EDC fidget knife for around 150? I like flippers, so I don't know what you mean for a fidget knife, but auto are really good, but I like ball bearing and flipper. So nice smooth action. This one probably needs to be oiled up again, but oh, this is a honey badger something, right? It's called honey badger. I don't know who actually makes it. This is a limited edition model though. I think they're pretty cheap. Bobby likes says spider coat. Yeah, Bobby's gotten into knives a lot more than I have. I have knives, but I'm not really a knife guy. I think Bobby likes is borderline like a novice knife guy. JV says, Rob, I'm thinking about getting a Tudor Black Bay Heritage 41 black dial on my first luxury celebration watch. What do you think? Tudor Black Bay Heritage 41 black dial. Is that the non-diver one? JV, is that what we're talking about? I'm reading the comments, guys. Stand by. Billy Bob, excuse me, says anything with an axis lock. Yeah, those are really cool too. I do have a knife with an axis lock. I'm not going to get up and go get it though. Kevin says it's the bigger Black Bay 36. So yes, no bezel. I believe it did. Okay, so JV, you know what? I'm going to write that down. I think that's going to be, I've already said, so after I sold my Black Bay 41 blue dial, I sold it to Tennessee Mike. And the only reason I sold that was because I sold it and some other stuff, and I bought the Black Bay blue bezel smile dial, the 41 diver, right? And then I got that in, and it was a dud. It was it was wasted, right? So I sent it back. So then I kind of went into like a little bit of a watch depression, and then took a totally different path, took a break from it. And I don't want to say I regret selling the Tudor Black Bay 41 blue dial, because it's all a process. I don't really regret. So, and I have not owned, and it wouldn't be a rebuy because I have not owned the Tudor Black Bay 41 black dial. And I think I'm with you on that one. I think I'm going to buy the Tudor Black Bay 41 non-diver. So, yeah, I think I'm going to do that one next. So, to answer your question, yes, I think that watch is awesome. And I don't want to say people are sleeping on that watch, because a lot of people own that watch and they buy that watch and they really enjoy that watch. And the last time I was at the authorized dealer down Southeast Michigan, they had the blue dials in stock. They had it in 36 and 41. And I can honestly say I looked at it, but I didn't even want to go touch them or pick them up because I knew right then if they would have had the black dial one, I would have bought it. I would have bought it and walked out with it, but they didn't have it. So I could call them or call up my authorized dealer and get the black dial one rolling. But I don't know that I want to go through the authorized dealer that I was dealing with. They've done some changes. Justin EDC says the new Oyster Perpetual 41, if you could get one. The black dial OP41 is pretty sweet, but my thoughts on Rolex versus Tudor are this. The Rolex is straight up an awesome watch. The OP is an awesome watch. I had the 39, I loved it. But for me, because I'm a blue collar working guy, I feel like the Tudor feels, looks, and wears a little more rugged than the Oyster Perpetual does. So it depends on your line of work or what you're doing. But I think the Tudor can play both ways. It can play tough and rugged in blue collar, but it can also play white collar if you need it to. And yes, Michael, anyone can work on the ETA. I'm assuming that's what they're still putting in that watch, I hope. Because yeah, I think I'm gonna buy that one next. And they're actually legit affordable. Let's see, we have a question here. Maximilian, Rob, please answer this question. I'm looking at buying my first luxury watch between the Zinn U50 and the Breitling Super Ocean like you have. What do you recommend? Thanks very much. William says you can still get a discount from Tudor. I did get a discount from Tudor. I don't know if you can still. I'm not sure. Back to the U50 versus the Super Ocean. For me, personally, Michael says he has both. So that's pretty cool. But I like the Breitling Super Ocean. I think it has more charm. It has more character. It's more playful, and it's at the same time it's actually more like a luxury feeling, or it has a certain. It's a very subdued bling compared to like how Breitling typically is, all polished and everything. The Super Ocean is definitely not that. It has polished sides, but the rest of it's all brushed. And it has excellent bezel action and all that stuff. The U50 is definitely going to be more tool. So it's probably, this isn't apples to apples, but it's like comparing these two watches. They both are great in their own worlds, but they're not apples to apples for sure. Like the U50 is going to be much more like this Damasco, where it's way more of a tool watch, whereas the Breitling is going to be more of a, people are going to call it a tool watch. It's not a tool watch. It's an expensive diver that's never going to go diving. That's what it is. You know, can it take some abuse? Sure. You know, should you? No, you shouldn't beat it up. Let's see. BDev says the Black Bay 41 has the MT50. Well, I think you're saying the Black Bay 41 diver has the MT5602 movement in it. The non-diver smile dial, like the blue one I had and the black one, should still be the ETA. It shouldn't be the in-house. Colton's asking, do I still have a Seiko 6139? I don't think I ever had a Seiko 6139. I'm sure I've done a video on that stuff, but just because I've done a video on a watch doesn't mean I owned it. In most cases, I probably didn't own it and or sold it already. Let's see. Floridians chiming in. What did they miss? Nothing. You know what? There's like 162 people here. We're about 44 minutes in. I didn't mention this to my Discord group, but I feel like kind of a dick about this because what are we at? We're towards the end of March, and I was gonna do the drawing for that tuna for my founders group, which is at like just over 100 people. It's like basically 100 people, and I never did it because there was some mechanical issues with the tuna. Well, the tuna is now at Seiko, and we haven't heard back from them. So I believe I believe the tuna's hopefully, fingers crossed. I hope Seiko's gonna fix it for me, for us, for the person that's gonna win it. But regardless, even if Seiko doesn't fix it, then I'll figure it out. I'll buy another tuna or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I need to do the giveaway drawing. So I have the giveaway drawing lined up right now. And I think there's enough other people will watch it too. And I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'll post it up. But I wanted to do it live. So here, let's go over here. Bear with me, guys. So here is the click spinny wheel thing, and I put in all of my founders. So this is all the founders are in this spinny wheel. So I'm going to click it, and whoever it gets picked on this one right here is going to be the winner of that Seiko tuna. So I was going to do it just for the Discord group, but I figured why not just do it, just do it on the live right here, right? So let's click it. This is it, guys. This is the winner right here. It's going to pick it. And don't trust that wheel, man. It slows down and it stops weird. Chad. Chad is the winner, guys. You've seen it right there. I know it was probably a little anticlimactic for a lot of people because that wheel did spin fast, and it already landed on it. So Chad is the winner of the Seiko tuna. Guys, listen, I wish I had a lot. I do giveaways every month. So and I've been shipping out a ton of mugs. These mugs here. I got them all boxed up. I've been shipping them out and everything. You know, there's an ongoing joke that Tennessee Mike always wins the drawings. Tennessee Mike's name was not on there on purpose, guys. Because if we would have put Tennessee Mike's name on that wheel, guaranteed he would have won that watch. So his name wasn't even on there. My name wasn't on there. Oh, I should have put my name on there. Dang it. All right, let's do another spin. What is the second spin going to be for? All right, let's do another spin. Why not? All right, so let's remove Chad. We'll spin again. I have no idea what this one's for. This second person, I'll give him something. Oh, Casper from Ghost Watches. Got the second one. All right, so Chad got the tuna, and Casper, I don't know what I'll give him. Probably not much. He doesn't need anything. He's busy working. Second win for just runner-up bragging rights. Breitling pins. Oh, you know what? I do have some. I don't know if he wears baseball caps. I could send him a baseball cap. I have some other stuff. A cold bowl of soup. Oh, man, yeah. I could just keep spinning, and we could just make stuff up, I guess. But that's cool. Chad. Oh, I better write that down. Chad won tuna. Yeah, I wrote it down. Otherwise, I'll forget. Tennessee Mike could give him Craig's Islander, yeah. So I'm going to meet up with Craig G, if he's still in the chat. I'm going to meet up with him sometime this week. We gotta time that out, and I'm going to probably pick up his Islander watch from him that for some reason he can't sell. I don't know why no one's buying that thing. So I'm going to pick that up, and I'm actually going to tear it apart on video just to kind of compare it to an SKX just for the hell of it. Why not? And yeah, Craig, we'll set that up soon. Hopefully, you'll probably end up driving though. I know you wanted to ride your bike or whatever, but Casper won. No, yeah, no. Scott says, "Is that an NTH sitting over there?" Yes, this is the NTH Santa Cruz. I did some really good close-ups of this in the video. The dial on this is crazy good. Calico said when I spun, the viewers went up to 175. Yeah, more people tune in if there's a chance that they might actually win something, right? Guys, we're not too far off from hitting 50,000 subs. At 50,000 subs, this orange monster back here with the sapphire double domed crystal installed, that gets given away. Yeah, I could spin more often, but then I have to ship more stuff. I already have enough. Matt is asking if I have any feedback on the Zodiac recently that I did. The Zodiac Super Seawolves, or whatever you want to call them, they're really good. They're really good watches. I feel like it's a little too small for me, but it has kind of a Zen 104 feel to it, the case profile and everything. But I feel like it's just a little bit too small for me. Easy Clayton says another one he didn't win. Man, that's... hopefully you got a mug at least. I have to figure out, I need to talk to some people. I have to figure out how to do the drawing for the 50,000 sub giveaway. I'm not sure how to do it and to keep it fair. So Floridian says he needs another mug. You need a Florida mug and a Chicago mug. I'll get you taken care of, man. All these ones are boxed up behind me. I'm going to be shipping them. I think you're on the list, actually. So I will be shipping those out this week. I did ship out like 10 or 12 of them, and I still have like 20 of them more back here. But yeah, the clasp on the, if you're looking at the Zodiac, the clasp system on these is very good. It's butterfly clasp, right? But it's probably one of the best in the business. It has really nice action here, and then it has spring-loaded action on each side. So on wrist, it's comfortable. Dane. Oh, you should have seen that. There was a young lady. I need to bring him some more chocolate or something because she did look kind of grumpy when I dropped off the last batch. I did it just today. I dropped off probably 20 boxes, and the USPS boxes I use are the regional A's, which are they're behind me, but they're a decent sized box, right? And they have all the plexiglass, to keep everything separate and everything. And I'm just like shoving them underneath. And I'm like, you're all set, right? You got it? And she's like, yeah. Because it was like towards the end of the day, too. She was probably pissed. You're like, come on, man. Dropping this stuff off like right before 4 o'clock, like 20 boxes. What gives? But that's how I roll, man. I do my job all day, every day. They can do theirs, too. What's the worst that's going to happen? They're going to throw away 20 boxes of mugs. Nobody's going to get their mugs. It's not like her watches. They're sacrificial mugs. Nefarian says his Islander has a soft bezel action. That's too bad. Islanders are made in China. Yeah, they are. Calico's on his 3rd glass of scotch. That wheel spin was cool on the big screen, better than the pointer finger. Yeah, you like that? I could have done the pointer finger and the spinny wheel. That would have been pretty cool. What's behind the Breitling? This is a Bernhardt. I guess we're calling it a world time. It's a pretty cool looking case. I can pop it on wrist real quick. Calico's on his 3rd glass of scotch, and he just got that pointer finger on the big screen. So, yep, this is the world timer from Bernhardt. It has 2 crowns, both screw down, and the sapphire crystals pressed directly onto the case. Wow, it's actually sized for me too. Hey, CMO's here. That's really comfortable. Yeah, it does. That is a chunk for sure. The reason it kind of looks like that is because, like I said, when you have a watch case where the crystals press directly onto the case, it changes the way the watch looks for sure. Like even if you have, so here's another watch, right, with no dive bezel. And I mean, see how many lines are added when you have the bezel pressed onto the case and the crystal pressed onto that bezel versus directly onto the case. It's pretty cool. It's very fun. Calico's getting lit. Getting lit on a Monday. Oh yeah, Dane's got some story. Well, Dane, you have a lot of watches and you have access to a lot of watches, so you're gonna have way more stories for sure. Where's the Hammy? I'm excited for the mechanical version. Jersey, I moved that Hamilton on already to make way for this guy. So that Hammy's already gone, but I do have the mechanical one inbound. I don't know. Mimo's going to send me either the black dial or the white dial. I think he's waiting on the white dial to show up still, so maybe he'll send the black dial one. I don't really care because I'm probably not going to keep it, but unfortunately, I did move the automatic on down the road, so I can't do a side-by-side comparison with it, unfortunately. Wilson says, Rob, next time you come down for a meetup, we need to sip on some Don Julio 1942 with Craig. That or the Clase Azul. I am actually sipping on some Don Julio Reposado. So I picked that up today. They didn't have any 1942, so otherwise I would have probably picked up a bottle. I don't have a very large selection of the place I go to. CMO says, I must try the Stova Flieger hand wine 40 mil. I was looking at the white dial in that 40 mil hand wine. I was very interested in buying that one at one point. MLB Shark says, Rob, you seem to have a lot of diver sport watches. Are you into dress watches as well? Dress watches. No, I'm not. I'm not into dress watches at all. I like seeing them and I like videoing them and showing them to you guys, but like I'm not gonna wear one. I have like, and I'm never drawn to them as far as like wanting to buy one or own one. So dress watches are really cool, and I understand how they fit in to the watch world, but not for me. Yeah, there's people out there that absolutely love dress watches and they work. That's what they wear, right? So Nefarian says so that's why I like having them on the channel because some of them are like legit very cool looking, and I like showing them and everything. So Karam says, are Tudor and Oris close in quality? I would say no. I would say Tudor and Oris are as close in quality as. Let me see if I could. I think they're as close in quality as Seiko is to Oris. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? So like, there's three tiers there. There's Seiko, then Oris, and then Tudor. So they're all three really good watches in their classification in their category, but they're quite a bit different. Oh yeah, Tennessee Mike actually has the Tudor and the Oris, and he says the Tudor is better, but that's not saying the Oris is bad. It's just saying that Tudor is, for how much more it costs, it is actually that much better. I would say even the Oris with the in-house movement probably narrows the gap, but it's still, they're still not Tudor level. James Duffy says he's working from home indefinitely, so wearing dress watches regularly to match my boxer shorts and anime t-shirts. That's actually probably a big concern, you know, with a lot of these watchmakers that continually put out awesome dress watches, and the majority of the world are now working from home and not going into offices. So yeah, do they really need to throw on a really cool dress watch to work from home? You know, it might be their preference. They still might really enjoy wearing those watches, but they can wear whatever they want. So Casey said he's saving up for a Black Bay 36. That's awesome. 100% approve. Premium Lou says it's his first watch purchase. Thanks to you. I'm not sure which one that is, but AZ Clayton says depends on the Oris model. There are some more premium ones, I'm sure, but I think it's more premium Tudor as well. So let's see. Lazy Beef says you like the Navitimer. You going to buy another Breitling after the end of the sample year? So I am really enjoying this Navitimer. I did wear it quite a bit. I haven't worn it in a few days, but I warmed up to it way more than I thought I would. Even the charm of the rotor wobble from the Valjoux movement or whatever movement that's in it, the ETA, whatever number it is. So will I buy a Breitling at the end of the Breitling Select program? So if I'm still learning about the Breitling Select program, and I will post more videos on it very soon. Like I need to do the video on this one, and I need to confirm the points. So like right now they send me these emails. And I think I have like points. I don't know what they call them, but basically I have 1,000 points. And after 2 months, which I should have another billing cycle here soon. Yeah, Michael says there's a Zin that's very similar to this, which I'll hopefully have one on the show here soon, so I can compare the two. So I'll have to see how many points I can accrue over the year. Obviously, if it's 1,000 a month, then I'll have like 12,000. But what does that mean, right? What kind of discount does that achieve in the Breitling Select program, and which watch will I be able to buy? So at what discount? Because I already get kind of a good deal from my hookups. So it has to be very appealing, and I will share all that. Also, I was being a bit of a wimp. I knew this tachymeter scale had to have turned because of the knurling on the bezel. I was afraid to clamp down and actually turn it. It is crazy stiff to spin this, but it does spin. For some reason, when I first tried it, I felt like it wasn't going to go, and I was just going to rip the flesh off my finger, so I didn't try. So it does turn. Yep, very fun watch. I don't know that I would buy a Navitimer. I can hear the rotor spinning, and it's echoing on the wood. So I don't know that I would buy a Navitimer. I'm not sure what kind of Breitling I would buy. That's the icon in the Breitling lineup, though. So, all right, guys, we are over an hour. Is there any last minute questions? I'll look through the comments here real quick. Don't seem like a mechanical chrono type before, Rob. How are you feeling about them now? Yeah, James, I am definitely warming up to the Breitling chronos. I think it's the Breitling chronographs, though, that I really like. Gary's asking Christopher Ward versus Oris. That is a battle right there. Christopher Ward and Oris, 100%. Way more like give and take on that tug of war for sure. That would be a hard one to choose. Let's see. Thanks for the stream. Yep. Craig says the Premier BO1 Breitling are sweet. Another Tudor in the future. David is asking, yeah, I think I need to set my goal. No timeline, no commitment, no pressure. But I believe the Black Dial Tudor Black Bay 41 non-diver is going to be the next one. The Watch Monkey is asking for a Bauhaus design watch review. I can look to see what's out there. If you have any suggestions, let me know. Oris, way more heritage. Yeah. Yeah, I think Craig, Mark are both right. Oris, in the sense that they have more history, definitely nudges out Christopher Ward, but hands-on quality, they're pretty close. But yeah, once you add more to the story, then the Oris is definitely superior. Let's see, Lazy Beef, thoughts on the new Helios Universa? I got one on order. Awesome, you did get one. That's cool. I'm hoping to maybe see one on the channel once more people get them in hands and offer them in. Junkers or Junghans, Nomos or Zinn. I've had the Nomos. I haven't had any Bauhaus design of the Zinn yet, or the Junkers or the Johans, so I can ask around and see if anybody has those and maybe try to get them in. Thanks for chiming in, Floridian. Hold up the Damasco one last time. I'll do you one better. I'll close out with the Damasco front and center, because it is going to be a show off anyway. With all the loom on the table, the Damasco is always going to be a show off. Its initial burst of light is just ridiculous good. To me, like, I've toyed with the idea of maybe letting go of the Damasco, but I haven't even owned it long enough to fully enjoy it. But every time you get the full loom dial when the lights go out, there's no way I could sell this watch. It's too cool. It's too cool. If I'm going to have a full loom dial, this is the one to have. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next vid. I know that's not in focus, sorry. There you go.